2, 1.
Hi everyone, I'm here in Round Rock, Texas at the US Quadball National Championships. We're here at the D2 College Finals. My name is Soleil Heaney and I'm here with...
I'm great start. I'm Kaylee Mendoza, hopping and commentating. This is going to be a great game.
Yeah, I love to see a West matchup in the finals here. I'm a little biased. I play for the Seattle Sirens, so love the West. It's close to my heart, and really proud of UCLA. They came in the last ranked D2 college team here, and they made it to the finals. How do you think this game is going to go, Kaylee?
It's going to be a great one. I think both teams can bring a lot of heart here on the pitch. I know that they both really have been fighting to get to this position, and they're going to be really, it's going to be a scrappy, hard-fought game where they are both looking for it. They have a history, these teams, of playing together.
Yeah, I believe at the Western National Qualifiers, they played each other twice, and Cal actually came out on top, so we'll see if UCLA is able to take it to them this time and pull ahead.
Because, the series is always fun, but this is the game that matters. We've got our head referee, Canto, who's here getting the brooms down. We're about to get started here.
And it looks like Cal is going to be starting with dodgeball control, and UCLA is going to be starting with the quad ball.
A broom's down has been called. And we're off. UCLA challenging for bludgers, but they're not going to be able to get there.
We've got UCLA number 21 carrying the ball up. That's Saf, well-known player on UCLA. But looks like Cal is able to turn it over, and we've got Alex Peterson, the captain of Cal Quadball, carrying the ball up pitch, carrying the quad ball. Cal looks like they're playing a pretty slow start here. They're looking to create that half-court offense.
Yeah, well, coming with bludgers out of this gate, they really used that to open up that possession, just completely shut down anything UCLA was trying to run there, right? Here they flip the field. The beaters are going to work, trying to make some space, but it looks like they're still holding.
And Cal is able to get that first goal off. That looks like it's scored by Luca, number 4 for Cal Quadball.
Yeah, great goal there. Seeing the beaters getting a little bit distracted, keeping on charging in.
Something I love to see here is after Cal scored, we had Alex Peterson standing over that quad ball, making sure that UCLA couldn't come out on a fast break, because we know that UCLA does like to fast break. We've got Tim Dole from UCLA carrying the quad ball up, getting tackled by Luca, but they came off broom.
UCLA almost got a recovery of bludgers there, but Cal managed to defend it in the end. But the bludgers were quite a far ways out of play in the midst of defending that control, and UCLA able to score.
Yeah, UCLA, Aiden Perez able to score there. And now we've got Cal carrying the quad ball up once again. Luca is carrying it up, and it looks like Cal maintains dodgeball control.
Yeah, that was the trade-off of that possession, I feel, right?
Yeah.
Cal prioritized having bludger control and keeping that over keeping bludgers in the quaffle game and defending their hoops with them.
Yeah. And we've got, looks like their beaters are really trying to protect their ball carrier there. And then we've got number 10 passing back to the keeper. Looks like there's a little bit of a dodgeball exchange happening, and Alex ends up with the ball behind the hoops. Passes back, big pass, but Tim Dole on UCLA able to intercept, and they're looking to make slow half-court offense here.
In the beater game, UCLA was pressing hard, trying to get some bludgers off of that, but Cal able to maintain possession. They're running a front-back set right here, trying to really shut down that space around the hoops. My beater bias might be showing here in all my commentary, focusing on the beater game.
And UCLA tries to score, but no goal. Beautiful block by Cal on defense there. And Cal is able to pick up that quad ball and start running down pitch. We've got Saf playing great defense.
Beater number 1 on Cal, Billy, makes a great beat there from behind, opening up all that space for the quad ball to drive in. Now we've got a little tussle for the quad ball behind the hoops, and looks like Cal was able to convert number 4 to number 13. That's Luca to Alex.
We're going to see a lot of Alex scoring here as the captain. He is able to turn those possessions into goals quite a bit. From UCLA, we see Tim Dull carrying the quad ball up quite a bit here. They're really working to create that slow opportunity, passing deep. Cal looking to pick that up off the ground, but wasn't quite able to. And then UCLA hits it out of bounds, so that's going to be a quad ball turnover back to Cal. We've got Cal inbounding, and it looks like it's a no dodgeball situation for Cal. I wonder if they're going to run that fast break.
Yeah. You're looking, it's a pick, but it's getting around it for the wrap. Alex passes off of Alex to Luca again, that 13-4 connection.
Beautiful fake by Luca there in order to score. We saw UCLA blocking that hoop really well, but unfortunately they fell for that fake. They jumped up, and as they were coming down, Luca was able to get that ball through.
So that's making our score sit at 3-1 here, right? I feel so far in this game, Cal has just been dominant with the bludgers, which has really controlled that pace of the game. Even like sacrificing that goal for maintaining control, UCLA has been struggling to find their space on the pitch.
Yeah, UCLA struggling to put that ball through. We're seeing a hoop defense from Cal, and Cal keeps being able to pick up, make some interceptions. Once again, Luca to Alex, and that makes the score 40-10.
Huge play there from Luca on that reset from UCLA, batting it out of there and then managing to get the step up to get to that quaffle first, or get to that quad ball first.
Yeah, love to see that from Cal. They're a really strong team, particularly on defense. We're seeing a lot of hoop defense from them, and they are able to block those shots, and their beaters are able to press up with those dodgeballs quite often.
Yeah, and like in a hoop defense, you really need to have coordinated action in order to be able to penetrate into that space. There's just so many bodies there, and with the beaters sitting right at hoops, it's so hard to get them out of the zone.
We did see a hand up, but there was no call on the play. Cal trying to fast break, but unfortunately they were beat before. Great beat by the UCLA beater there.
Tim Dull, I believe, is the beater who threw that one.
Tim is the keeper, so I...
Never mind, that's not going to be the person.
That looks like it was Arjun who threw that beat.
Nice work, Arjun. I apologize for confusing you with Tim.
And we actually have Tim subbed out for Matthew Wong. So Matthew Wong carrying the ball at pitch for UCLA. They continue to only have one dodgeball. Cal's being able to maintain control, which has really been the game changer.
It looks like they missed the beat on the point defender and try to go for bludgers. Looks like, Cal is going to, again, maintain control of those bludgers, focusing on those over top of making the stops.
UCLA was able to score. We had Matthew Wong connect with Aiden Perez, number 14, who was able to alley-oop that ball right through the middle hoop. That's one of my favorite plays to see in quad ball.
And a great shout-out to UCLA on that play. Even though that was a misbeat on the top and some balls are rolling around on the ground, there was really coordinated action, all coming in together to make that space.
Yeah, we love to see it. Right now we've got 24 Kim Noli on Cal carrying, looking to juke and passes to number 4, Luca, who passes but isn't able to quite make that connection. Looks like 44 Matthew Wong on UCLA is able to pick it up, tries to fast break, gets beat. Cal gets possession again, looks to score but is tackled.
Go ahead.
Looks like Cal maintained possession for a while, but is now UCLA has the ball, but there's a stoppage in play, so we'll have to see what happens with the quad ball here.
Yeah, there were some bodies on the ground there, and we want to probably make sure everyone's okay, see if there's any contact. As we do this, we want to give a shout out to the Cal beater, Jed, right in the middle of that offensive zone, just making so much space, keeping on giving that second chance for that possession there.
Yeah, really making sure that it had to be the UCLA keeper who picked that ball up, because if it wasn't, then they were going to get beat by Jed. So I have definitely seen Jed play before, and that is something that he is very good at. Lots of athleticism there. Love it at the college level. There's lots of athleticism. They're still young, they're still fresh, and they've got so much energy, just ready to make those beats as quick as possible.
Yeah, energy, and they want this, right? They you might not have some of the experience and years of playing of some of the experienced club teams we have around, but they are still hungry and they want this.
Yeah, especially in the finals, and these teams, like we said at the beginning, they have history. They're going to want it even more because they're playing each other. So it's making for a really good matchup. Right now the score is 40-20 for Cal. So UCLA is going to be hoping to make a score here and bring it back within that 10-point differential. But I would say that UCLA's beaters are really going to have to step it up on getting dodgeball control, because right now I think that's the game changer. I think that their chasers and keepers are pretty similar in terms of what they're able to execute here, but I am just seeing that the Cal beaters are just able to maintain that possession and do a little bit more with those dodgeballs.
And when you have possession and are using it so aggressively, it just makes so much more space to operate in, gives you so many more second chances. It makes it feel like your team is in charge out on the pitch, right? And not even on just the scoring, for the scoring chances that generates, there's a big mental side that it gives you an edge when you feel like your team is in control of the game.
Oh, definitely. And you can see that the Quaffle players from UCLA, while they're athletic, while they're doing a lot of things, they definitely look like they're a little bit rushed out there, which makes sense. They don't have those dodgeballs to give them quite as much space, whereas Cal is really waiting to make those opportunities, and the goals that they're scoring are really high percentage goals. So we'll see if that makes a difference as the game moves on. Looks like the game is restarting, and UCLA keeper does have the ball. So UCLA is carrying the ball up pitch. That is Matthew Wong.
And yeah, UCLA almost got possession there, but that great play from Jed and their beater partner out there, Ashlyn O, was great in keeping control there, despite bludgers being on the ground all over the place.
Yeah, we have Suleiman Bentaleb, who passes. Can't tell if that pass was made. It looks like the quad ball is on the ground, and the Cal keeper is able to get it. So that's going to be the Cal keeper's ball, and they're going to have to walk that ball up pitch. They are working, again, a really slow offense, but looking like they're making some subs.
Yeah, and again, it's the bludger control, right? We keep on saying it, but that's the dodgeball control is just really controlling the game, because that was entirely beaters there, cleaning up that possession and not giving it anywhere to go. Just an absolute smothering blanket on the UCLA play on the left side there.
Yeah, we've got Alex Peterson back in for Lucas, so we're going to see how he affects the game. From what I know about Alex, he's a big distributor, is looking to make those passes, and also is comfortable making those drives, but tried to make that pass, and it actually went through the hoop, yeah. So that goal is scored by Alex Peterson. I don't think that was necessarily a shot, but when it goes through the hoop, it's a shot.
Yeah. You can never complain or question a bucket. Shout out to Jed there, running the 1.5, throwing their bludger back, and then managing to actually grab the bludger out of Arjun's hands. Arjun had a really great first step trying to get around it, but then Jed was relentless and managed to steal that bludger on the play.
Yeah, so we've got UCLA carrying the quad ball up, looking to exchange those dodgeballs, and looks like there is a call on the play, so I'm curious what's going to happen here. My guess is that there was a beater who accidentally interfered with a dodgeball while they were off broom, and it did affect play. Not sure if it's going to be a card or if it's just going to be a dodgeball turnover.
It looks like the card's going to Alex, so they're illegal wrap is the call there.
And there was a dodgeball turnover adjudicated, so I was just watching we're watching the beater game a little bit too much, maybe.
Yeah, we got lots of things going on. We got 4 balls on the field at once.
So we've got UCLA looking to score here while they have that advantage, while Alex is in the box, and they're running it in, and they score. That looks like, I can't quite see, I believe that was Suleiman Bentaleb.
So that brings us to 9.5 minutes of this game. So we're about halfway through the quad ball, or like the first period. Coming from Canada, I forget, we have slightly different terms there, so might be messing up a couple things, and some old habits die hard.
Wow, great interception by 21 Saf, looking to drive in, but unfortunately those Cal beaters are just maintaining that dodgeball control, maintaining that space, but amazing interference, manages to get that quad ball.
The speed, the athleticism, the heads up, the awareness, incredible play.
Yeah, crazy play by Saf. I unfortunately didn't score, but I think that well deserved. And great defense, looking to make that hit.
Ties it up, brings
Alex Peterson down, creating an opportunity. Cal carrying it up, drives and scores on a no dodgeball situation, scored by Matthew Wong. But really, I think that was executed by Saf due to some amazing defense up top and a 2-2 defense. So now we've got Cal carrying the quad ball up. UCLA bringing that score a lot closer. It is 50-40 for Cal. So we've got Cal carrying it up. Alex passes, intercepted by Saf again. Crazy defense by Saf.
That awareness, those hands, that speed, an incredible combination, just interrupting what Cal is trying to do as they move the quaffle around.
Wow, and I believe Saf is a fairly young player on UCLA, so I'm so excited to see what this player does as they get a little bit more game experience under their belt. Looks like UCLA's only played 9 games this season, and I think the majority of those were at the Placer Valley qualifiers. So, and against Cal, they've played quite a bit. So now we've got UCLA passing back and forth at the top, looking to pass deep to Saf, who's able to get that, dodges a dodgeball and makes a shot on the hoops. Initially was called good, but we'll have to find out if that ball went through the hoops. Really crazy. Saf probably, if that pass was better, would have gotten hit by that dodgeball, but he adjusted in order to try to make that catch, and it really worked out well for him.
You can't question a bucket, you can't question a dodge like that. Some amazing athletic play.
So looks like the goal was good, and the score is now tied up at 50-50 at 11:08. So Cal carrying the quad ball up, really hoping that they can pull back ahead and that their dodgeball control will help them out. But fortunately, Saf's athleticism is really helping UCLA here, making just some crazy, unexpected plays.
I would say UCLA there on the transition was looking to make some aggressive play on the quaffle, but Cal did a great job of trying to diffuse that, bring the ball to the side, getting deflection, but then that possession really doesn't go anywhere. There wasn't really any space, any motion happening, so that was just like taking a long shot that ended up sailing.
Yeah, didn't quite make it into the hoops. So we've got UCLA carrying the ball up. Time is 11:49, so we're a little more than halfway into the game, and it's tied. I wonder if UCLA will be able to pull ahead. I think that they would be very excited about that after going 2-0 against Cal, 0-2, against Cal at the Placer Valley qualifiers. So we've got number 25 carrying the ball, looking to make a move. But their beater isn't able to help out quite as much as they should. But wow, amazing!
Sides.
Yeah.
Oh, quaffle, that's a little bar out ski right there, just dribbling off the rim and out of that shot.
Super impressed by Rebecca Nakagawa here on UCLA, who was able to beat a beater, catch a dodgeball, create that opportunity, but unfortunately it didn't connect in a goal. But I want to shout out that beater play. So then Cal drove up and again wasn't quite able to score, so we're back to UCLA with the quad ball, taking a little bit slower than Cal.
I think Cal is with they're having control, but they're not coming up quite as together anymore, right? There's not as much of a coordinated action in the defense or the offense really to move the ball or create those opportunities together like there was at the start of this game. Just feeling maybe the pressure a little bit of this run that UCLA has gone on.
And goal is good for UCLA. I believe that was scored by Saf. Once again, crazy shot on the hoops. Something I'm noticing from Cal is Alex Peterson is a really great leader on and off pitch, and when he's on pitch, they seem to be a little bit more coordinated, and I think that is due to his leadership ability. Whether or not his playing is that much better, his presence on pitch is definitely felt.
Cal here again being very like slow in the setup, right? Just with a little tap beat, so beaters are trying to get into the zone. Bludger's on the ground. The Cal's quaffle players, not quite connecting there. A little discombobulated as trying to move the quaffle around and not having as much of the support.
Great beat by Rebecca Nakagawa behind the hoops, giving UCLA possession again.
Cleaning up all of that action.
Yeah, and I want to point out earlier, made the catch in order to get that dodgeball. So really great beating from her at this tournament.
I see it.
Right now we've got UCLA carrying the ball up. Looks like their beaters are getting a little tired, are falling behind their quad ball players. I wonder if they're just trying to wait to get back on defense or if they're not looking to create opportunities on offense.
So that was Matthew Wong there, driving in, taking a shot, just goes high, misses that top hoop.
Looks like we've got a stoppage in play because the quad ball went too far out.
We're also deflating some of the bludgers right now. The sun has come out. It is quite sunny and warm here for middle of April, but that's what you get when you're in the Alberta of America, down here in Texas.
Yeah, we're pretty far south in Texas. I know that for me, being up a little bit closer to the 49th parallel in the north is definitely... I'm feeling the heat. I imagine that maybe the NorCal players are, but I think the SoCal players over here are maybe pretty used to the hot weather. So looks like we're just deflating some dodgeballs as they've gotten filled up.
And players taking advantage of this, trying to get water to everyone who's playing on the field. Catching their breath, hydrating. Always want to make sure you're hydrating so you don't dehydrate out there on the field. It's all about safety out there, right?
Yeah, and... looks like we're getting ready to start again. Players are picking up their brooms and returning to their benches. And I'm really impressed with the level of play. Right now, UCLA is ahead at 60-50, which is really crazy because they were down by 20 points earlier. So they've gotten a 30-point run here, and that's pretty good. Now we've got Cal carrying the ball up. We've got Luca once again, and we're at the 15-minute mark in the game. So there's 5 minutes left in the quad ball period. Hearing some cheers from the UCLA bench, trying to get that energy up. We've got beaters looking to make some tackles and dodgeball exchanges. But
it's an aggressive beater play, but like without the chaser play to support it, it's going to be hard to convert on that kind of aggression. Oh, shout out to that beater, 32. That was Hunter Sauls getting that catch, almost like disrupting that. But yeah.
They were almost able to get dodgeball control there, but unfortunately the beater on Cal, they were playing together, and so even though they made that catch, they then got beat right after. So right now, we've got 25 carrying the ball up pitch. We've got Suleiman carrying it up and passes to Matthew Wong, who's looking to try to block that dodgeball. Passes but intercepted by Luca on Cal, who's making a fast break. Passes to number 77 and scores.
An unfortunate miss there from Andrew Fay, just on the Cal side of the pitch. Just accidentally missing, getting the bludger back in right away, but behind the hoops as there is that interception and running into that fast break.
Yeah, I don't have 77 on my sheet here for Cal, so not sure the name of the player who scored that, but we're going to call them the Unnamed Warrior.
The Unnamed Warrior is a true hero of quadball.
Yellow card, 1 minute.
Looks like Cal...
The score is still good. Number 32?
So the goal was good, but after the goal, there was a card on Cal, Andrew Ramos, for a kick after beat. And it looks like now the score is tied up with 60-60 for UCLA and Cal. Really tight game here in the D2 finals. Love to see it.
Is this the first time that UCLA has had bludger control or dodgeball control this game?
I believe so. They haven't had it for very long if they have had it before. And again, they were not able to maintain it. Just barely scored by
27 there. I know Valeria just had the hands getting that nice little deflection to carry the pass shot, whatever that beautiful throw was, just carrying it gently into the hoops.
Yeah, great positioning there from Valeria. And we've got Cal Luca carrying the ball up. Like we see, a lot of the offense is centered around number 4, but passing to Gabby Spirandelli, who I've played with, pretty good player there, very confident with the ball, looking to cut in, but unfortunately Luca doesn't see them there, tries to shoot, and it sails just a little bit over, and it's going to be UCLA's quad ball. Cal maintains dodgeball control even after a little bit of a kerfuffle there with the dodgeballs.
Yeah, back to full strength with bludgers again, and we're at 17:30.
So 2.5 minutes left in the quad ball period, and we have UCLA Suleiman carrying the ball up pitch with Rebecca Nakagawa in front of them protecting. Passes to Tim, who tries to score, gets that ball to the hoop, but unfortunately was beat before. UCLA maintains possession of the quad ball and doesn't use their resets, so they're in a really good spot. They're going pretty slowly. Stoppage on the play, not sure what happened here, so we'll have to find out.
I think it looks like from the miming going on in the field, I feel like a player is maybe got hit in the face.
Oh, don't like to see that.
Questioning that. Did not unfortunately have eyes on it from my perspective. I'm just going off of the mime actions out there.
Yeah, we'll find out from the refs if there was a call on the play.
I think we're just taking an injury sub, just making sure everyone's okay and getting a replacement player to take their place.
Perfect. And now, so...
Looks like there's no call on the play.
Yeah, looks like there's no call on the play, just an injury sub. And UCLA is going to want to be slow here. They have one beater and their keeper who are back at their half after getting beat by those Cal beaters. And so number 25, Suleiman, carrying it up pretty slowly and is able to wait until their players are back in play. Passes to Tim Dole on the side there. Tim drives in and looks to reset it, but there's unfortunately no player there. UCLA still maintains it after a fight with number 4, Luca, but then gets beat and Luca is able to pick it up.
I'll say I saw on the medium hoop there, Valeria from UCLA trying to push Gabby from Cal, but you can't push Gabby. She is so strong.
Yeah, so strong, so tall. We love to see it, and does a great job blocking those hoops there. So right now we've got Cal with the quad ball, hoping that their beaters are able to make some plays for them. Drives in and shoots and scores. Scored by Luca, number 4.
Yeah, aggressive pressure from UCLA there, tying things up for a minute, getting it. It looked like Cal was a little bit uncomfortable, but then from that aggressive pressure, that left some holes in the defense behind them. When Cal was able to get things out, was able to bring the ball in. And yeah, we are in past 19 minutes.
Yeah, we're past 19 minutes, and you see the score?
Looks like the score is 7-all.
Yeah, it looks like the score is 70-70, so tie game heading into the last little bit of the quad ball period. 30 seconds left, and Cal has possession of the quad ball. They may try to run this out so that they get the final possession, but we'll see. Maybe they're looking to bring up the score.
Yeah, excuse some of our uncertainties, trying to look around some bodies and see what's going on in the other side of this tent.
We've got Luca carrying the ball up.
7, 6.
Running a 1.5 from Cal. Lots of movement to try and disrupt it.
Yeah,
and they get bludgers out of it. This is a no bludger situation.
And Cal is able to score, and that was the final possession. So UCLA is going to have quad ball at the start of the flag runner period, but we'll have to see because they're only up by 10 points. And for those of you watching at home who don't know, the flag runner catch is worth 35 points. So that is worth approximately 3 goals. So right now it really is going to come down to that catch. We're going to have to see who's able to do it. It looks like, based on the headbands that I'm seeing, it's going to be Alex Peterson from Cal and Hunter Sauls from UCLA, but we'll see if that's who ends up starting.
So that's an interesting. Yeah, those are the only people I see with the yellow headbands on right now. That's an interesting matchup. Alex with a huge amount of length, Sal with a lot more, looking like a lot more some of that strength, and it's seeking such an interesting game.
And our flag runner today is Porter Burcham, who is quite a good flag runner. I know was a flag runner at World Cup this summer, so I'm interested to see how these college level seekers are able to match up with Porter. He's got a lot of athleticism behind him and quite a bit of game experience, so we're going to see how this goes.
Yeah, because it's an interesting way, because Porter is quite fast, quite athletic, quite agile. Doesn't necessarily have quite of that strength or size to battle those, but he's historically been quite good at getting out of those sticky situations. Not just sticking and wrestling, but moving away to just make sure that there's not opportunities to get him. Definitely savvy, fit player. Sorry, I was just pausing as I'm reading notes passed to me, but it's all good. So we're just filling time here anyways as we're waiting for this flag runner intermission.
Yeah, it looks like they're calling players back to their benches, or back to their rooms, so we're going to see how this flag runner period goes.
Yeah, flag runner on grass, one of the funnest times of quad ball. Getting everybody involved. When you've got a in-range game like this, when the score is within 35 points, it's so much fun. We got dodgeballs flying everywhere, quaffle running around, people going after the seeker. Super fun time. Or people going after the flag runner.
Yeah, and we've got, like we said, it did end up being Alex Peterson and Hunter Sauls, so we'll see how this matchup goes. I haven't actually gotten a chance to see UCLA play this tournament, but I do know that Alex caught in a game that mattered quite a bit, and I think that's how Cal made it to the finals, actually, is with a Alex Peterson catch, so we'll see if he's able to do it again and maintain that lead, or if UCLA is able to pull and... so right now the set score is going to be 140. So that means 60 points, so that could either be 6 goals or 3 goals and a flag runner catch for Cal, or 1 extra goal for UCLA because they're down by 10 points.
And this is a period where Cal, with their persistent bludger control, I think this is going to be a huge advantage for them. Because if you can't get close to the snitch, it's really hard to catch them. But then again, if Cal is committing those bludgers like they seem to be right now, fairly heavy on the snitch, that's going to give UCLA some chances to maybe open up the quaffle game. Their quaffle defense has been quite aggressive and successful in making or putting Cal off their game, so we're going to see how that goes.
Yeah, we've got Cal carrying the quad ball up pitch. And they're looking to score passes to number 24 on Cal, Kim Noli Kim, who is able to score. And looks like UCLA is also able to put a goal up that it would be scored by Tim Dole. So Cal still maintains a 10-point lead, but UCLA really going goal for goal with them so far this flag runner period.
Yeah, I'm going to apologize for some of my old habits that are dying hard here and using some old terms, but we're going to do my best to keep on trying to get with the times.
And so right now we have a stoppage of play.
Okay. Okay, what was the number?
So there we got good goals on both sides. We ended up having a card for an illegal swat, but penalty time was negated by the goal, so we're just going to keep on playing. 10 points closer for both teams to that cap.
Yeah, so now Seekers are able to swat those dodgeballs, but they can't swat it off pitch, and they can't swat it into their own bodies, and they can't make their second contact the swat. So there's a lot of rules, really easy to get a blue card with that. We've got Luca carrying the ball up pitch on Cal, looking to create those opportunities, drives, tries to pass, but again, Saf with that quick athleticism able to intercept and get the ball to Tim. If UCLA can get a goal on this, they're going to be able to tie it up by stopping. And Saf able to get that goal. So now we've tied it up for Cal and UCLA. What a fun final D2s to watch.
Around the flag runner, we got Hunter Sauls almost getting going for a between the legs attempt there. It's been a fun back and forth with both seekers getting time with the flag runner alone, but Porter's been doing an amazing job of just keeping that space, not letting them actually engage and make those attempts. Oh!
And in the quad ball game, crazy play by Luca in a 1-on-4 scenario, still able to score. And now we've got Tim Dole trying to do the same thing and succeeds. Really tit for tat on the quad ball front here. Super interesting to see these players who are just so athletic going 1-on-4 and making those with the dodgeballs on the flag runner game. It's a little bit harder.
We're tied up at 110-110. Super close game.
So we've got UCLA looking, oh boy, these names are too close. We had Cal looking to score and they succeeded. So that was scored by Kim Noli. Looks like there was a call. My guess is it's going to be an illegal swap for the UCLA seeker this time.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be what happened there was the dodgeball hit them, and then their swat hit it after they were already beat. So I think it's just going to, whether or not it's a card is going to depend on how much the refs think that affected play, whether or not it, affected play. Let me just shut up now and hand it back over to Soleil as my brain stops working.
Looks like it was a yellow card for 32 Hunter Sauls on UCLA, which I thought that happened before the goal, so I thought the penalty would be negated. Interpositional interference. So maybe that one was a more egregious foul as a yellow card. That probably happened after the goal by accident on their way back to hoops from that swat. So now we've got the quad ball turning over to Cal. And so we've got Luca carrying the ball up, looking to pass deep, passes, and then passes to Gabby Spirandelli, who scores. What a great goal. Is able to score through traffic there. That's not an easy play to make. Was standing in just the right spot and was able to score right through the hands of two players.
Yeah, and UCLA now has control of the dodgeballs. They've got both of them. We're playing them a little bit in the seeker game, or starting with the flag runner. But it looks like they Cal might have been able to get it back again by committing more dodgeball again.
And we had UCLA try to make a shot on that tall hoop, but put it just over top, so that's going to be no goal and is back to Cal. The score, I believe, is 120-100 for Cal, so super close game still. 140 is the set score, so only 20 more points. If Cal catches the flag runner, they will end the game. And if UCLA catches it, they will need one more point to score, one more goal.
Yeah, UCLA has gotten control back. Oh, I spoke too soon. Cal has gotten it right back immediately.
Luca drives in, able to get past Suleiman and score. So goal is good. So that's 130 for Cal, 100 for UCLA. So maybe Porter will win this game and won't need to get caught in order to have a team win. Only one more goal needed for Cal to win. UCLA, I think if they were able to get control back and they were able to put one on the flag runner and one on the quad ball game, that would help them out a lot in this scenario. But they really haven't been able to get control, and I do think that that's the game changer.
Yeah, they've gotten it just momentarily a few times. Like Cal's been able to just get it back at will as soon as UCLA gets it. They're winning all of those one-on-one interactions, and UCLA hasn't been working together nearly as effectively for beater pairs as the Cal beaters have. There's still been lots of beats as Porter's been running from back and forth, side to side, but there's no decisive control of the seeker game or flag runner game.
So we've got UCLA carrying the ball up, looking to score. They're going to have to score every possession and stop every defense in order to stop the Cal from winning this game. So Cal, number 24, flying up pitch and 25 is able to stop the ball. South picks it up and is running down pitch, looking to score. Eyes doing exactly what I said they need to do. They managed to score one, so now score is 110 to 130 for Cal. Crazy stop by Suleiman and crazy drive by Saf. Like we said, that's speed from Saf. That's really a game changer for UCLA.
Hard. Yeah, UCLA is not being able to match that speed. Once they, if the dodgeballs are out of play, they're not being able to catch up and get those hands on Saf to stop them in their tracks.
Yeah, Cal's just not quite as fast as Saf. I'm seeing a sneaky number 24 looking to crash that medium-sized hoop, but Cal beater stops that. But unfortunately, I meant the UCLA beater stopped that, but unfortunately that left Luca able to end the game and ready to score. So the final score is 140 to 110 for Cal, the D2 college champions. UCLA facing another tough loss against a team that they faced at Placer Valley qualifiers, but I'm sure that they're going to be proud of their run coming into this tournament, the very last team in the D2 division and making it out as second place. Love West dominating the D2 college.
And that was an incredibly tight-fought game, right? There was, it was back and forth, kept on tying it up. Cal, I think, eventually getting the edge, Cal eventually getting the edge with their team-based play and continued control of the dodgeballs throughout most of that game. Just getting that edge over UCLA, but great game, back and forth, and just super excited to watch fun quadball like that.
Yeah, me too. That was a really great game to watch. Stay tuned for some interviews coming up. Right now, I'm going to sign off, but I was here with Kaylee Mendoza, and my name is Soleil Heaney. Thank you for tuning in, and stay tuned for some interviews with the D2 college champions and runner-ups.
And keep on staying tuned here in Round Rock, Texas, as we keep coming to you with some more awesome quadball.
Ref with the coin. Hey, am I good? Okay. Could you ask the USQ guy?
All right, we are here with two of the Cal players from the now D2 national champion Cal Quadball team. How does it feel to be national champions?
It feels amazing. We came in, and I feel like we all knew from the beginning that we really felt we could make it here, and we thought that we all thought that our end competition probably was going to be UCLA. So the fact that it all came out, worked out exactly like that, and into this great last game was just awesome.
Yeah, it just feels like all the hard work we've been, everything that we've been working on is finally happening.
In this game, yes, the UCLA team, the closest team to you in this tournament. So what was it that you thought coming into this game was going to be your key to victory?
I think for us, I especially think it's the utilization of our non-male players. They're amazing. Every single one of them, crazy defense, crazy scores, just that extra passing threat at all times. It really opens up the chaser game, and it lets our beaters play more freely, and I think that was really key here.
Yeah, our beater play too is really, I feel we play more aggressively than UCLA does. Like, they have other strengths for sure, but I think our aggressiveness comes out a little more in beater play, and I think that's something that we explore very well as well.
Yes, I noticed that myself. The way that you use your spacing and you open up everything with your players. You, Alex, you use your direction on the ball and take it to the hoops. But Gabby has the space on the side, and as soon as you cut, you hit her, and it's in. It's amazing. So now that you're champions in D2 this year, last year's champions moved up to D1. What are your goals for the program moving forward?
It's always to get better. It's the same goals every time. We want to go all the way. We want to get better and better and better year after year. So nothing about that's changed. It's just now we've got a medal to bring home and then to get back to work.
Yeah, this was actually our first year playing D2, and it was very reconstructive year for us. We lost a bunch of them graduated, about 12 of our players in our main line, so it was just very reconstructive, and it was great just seeing how everyone just made it well. It was amazing. I'm really proud of my team, and now from here now on, it's just going forward. Back to D1.
Yes, the Cal program, national runners-up previously, one of the most storied programs in the sport, and you are setting the stage for this is that next step in that return to glory, and it's great to see it. Thank you both for being here. Amazing work, D2 champions, Quadball. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.